What a horrible season for Man United. It's all just falling apart now, isn't it? Only bright spots is Bruno Fernandes. And yes, I see a lot of United fan base getting at him. Saw the Roy Keane video.
No. He's had a bad season. I mean, we know Bruno's quality, but let's not look at how good we think or we know him to be and give him a pass for the kind of season he's having. He's not been better than any of the players in the team. They've all been bad. He's had terrible run of games.
He's been the best player.
No, he's not.
No?
I don't think he is. I mean, the last 2 months, I'm going to say maybe Ugarte has, in every game, shown that he's one of the players you would say he's been more consistent in performances. I think Bruno Fernandes overall in this season has been bad.
I see.
I mean, that's not to say he's not a good player, but I think he's one of the players who's been affected by, everything happening in and around the club. And it's for many players, so you're not going to single him out. But I'm not going to say because we know his quality. So, yeah, I mean, he's saving the team or he's playing above his level for the team. No, he's also been as bad. His passing game hasn't been on. He's misfired a couple of times. Again, he lacks the tactical discipline of the ball because when the team has to press in unison, he tends to go solo and leaves gaps. He leaves gaps. The last Premier League game United played and consider, I think, United played against who? The last Premier League game.
Who?
Have I forgotten
United?
that? The first goal United considered in that goal was Bruno Fernandes, who's making that run, dashing out to press a ball he should never be pressed. The ball gets in behind him, and in the end, United are suffering it. So yeah, I think that it's fair.
Was this an expected result?
Well, I don't think anybody's really surprised. I don't think anybody's really surprised. You are
Ipswich.
Ipswich, yeah, that was the Ipswich game. The Onana and Maguire mess.
Yeah.
It started from Bruno Fernandes, Ipswich. I don't think anybody's looking at this result and is really surprised that Man United didn't beat Fulham, in 90 minutes. Again, if that was a league game, they are walking away from the game with a point. It's an FA Cup game, so they go into extra time and they lose on penalties. And it's been the story of their season, at least the second half of the season. Amorim has taken a team that was average to a team that has become very poor.
Yeah.
And that is why...
How did that happen? How did Amorim inherit a team that was churning out very average results under Ten Hag, results that were considered very dissatisfactory? Then Amorim comes in, he has a couple of good results, and then things just seem to have fallen apart right now. It's like it's all gone downhill since he came.
Look, Amorim, he said it. He's not going to change what he believes is his principle. He's not going to change his style. He's not going to change the way he thinks of the game, not the way the players should line up and the way they should play. And unfortunately for him, the players that he's got perhaps are not equipped to play the way he wants to play. I think over the months that he's been here, it's clear that his team can't simply, play the way he wants them to play. But the other thing is that people must start asking themselves is, the way Amorim wants to play, would it even matter what kind of players he's got in the squad? Are there real problems with his style, system, and principles in the Premier League? Yes, it might have worked in the Portuguese league. It might have worked for a team who, whenever they went into big games, play like underdogs. So when they saw Sporting play against City, when they saw them play and do well in big games in Europe, they went in there as underdogs. And to be fair to him, when United has played as underdogs under Amorim, they've played well. They held Liverpool, they beat Man City.
They beat Arsenal.
They beat Arsenal. So when they've had to play as underdogs, they've thrived. But when they've played against other teams, they just don't seem to find a way to get around these teams. They become too expansive. They become somewhat lethargic. They look like players who are not operating on the same wavelength. So Amorim himself must ask the questions about his style and his principles, even though I genuinely believe that a group of players that he's got is not set for him to deliver in the way he wants to play. But with the results that keeps coming out, you doubt if the manager's style and philosophy is good enough maybe in the Premier League. But you always have an excuse of pointing to the squad and saying, that is not his team. He didn't put that team together. He didn't put that squad together. So at the moment, almost everything is on the doorsteps of Ineos, the owners.
They are now cutting meals from the staff. It's a whole lot going on at Man United.